Utilizing technology, the theory of social learning of second language, or SL2, can be a pragmatic framework for creating embodied representations. The goal for second language students should be to merge modality-specific information, or language acquired through specific sensory modalities, and modality-independent representations. The authors argue that technology can help catalyze these outcomes. According to proponents of SL2, there is already significant evidence from studies by Lytle that direct in-person interaction is not necessary for infant acquisition of a second language. However, caution must be noted that Lytle's study, while showing face-to-face interaction is unneeded to learn a foreign language, 9-month-old infants who showed better learning of the language were those who learned in pairs. More evidence about the benefits of technology in facilitating second language acquisition came from the co-authors' previous neuroimaging studies, which showed that video-assisted simulations helping learners infer the meaning of foreign words showed activation of bilateral posterior superior temporal sulcus and the inferior parietal lobe. These two are involved in the language processing of sounds and the perception of facial emotions, respectively. Furthermore, Jeong's research revealed that simulated social interactions compared to traditional word association methods resulted in stronger activities in brain regions involved in long-term memory formation and retrieval. This is consistent with recent knowledge that multimedia learning, which engages both audio and visual pathways, causes heightened activity in the mid-prefrontal cortex, temporoparietal junction, and the hippocampus. These overlap with the SL2 brain and the theory of mind network, implying the social-logical aspect of second language acquisition. Virtual reality, or VR, and augmented reality, or AR, are new technologies allowing quasi-authentic experiences for communal language interaction, active exploration, and discovery, all of which are supported by the principles of embodied learning. They also allow scientists to simulate natural settings without compromising scientific rigor. Video games are also being used in understanding second language acquisition. Studies by Lan and Xiao provide preliminary proof that compared to those following traditional word association learning, using the virtual video game Second Life gave the virtual non-native Mandarin learners a faster advantage while providing insight to the different strategies of learning between high-achieving and low-achieving students. This information can impact the formulation and structuring of second language syllabi. Legault and colleagues further showed that immersive VR compared to desktop VR engages the combination of sensory-specific experiences with perceptual motor systems and promotes embodied experience potentiating learning. Her IVR kitchen versus desktop VR zoo experiment proved that interacting with and manipulating the objects in the kitchen versus just pointing at virtual animals can improve second language accuracy. Both VR systems surpassed the benefits of traditional classroom word association. Her study also revealed that struggling learners benefited more from the virtual platforms compared to the higher achieving ones. This data has great implications to personalizing education. Ping and Jeong suggest that future studies should dive deep into neuroimaging, which can detail language learning into its phonological or auditory features, morphological or its root meanings, syntactical or word sequencing and patterning, and finally, how words form discourse. Information from such studies can be used to understand how both procedural and declarative memory synergize to construct a system for second language learning. The role of nonverbal cues, emotion, motivation, and how the brain interacts on a molecular level should also be investigated to provide a better understanding of not just how humans learn a second language, but a clearer strategy for effective communication in an increasingly globalized community. Now say it after me. Mahal kita Kiki. Can you infer what that means? Ako si Philomar at maraming salamat.